Tonight, it is the fallout from the Payback pay-per-view and the women's draft. For the first time ever in the series history, it's all about the women. We have women's only matches on tonight's show, including this one. Alexa Bliss taking on Sasha Banks here tonight. That'll be your main event, and that is something that I'm certainly looking forward to. That's going to be a big one. We're going to find out who will be the women's champion heading into the next chapter of the women's division. Speaking of the next chapter, here comes a woman we have been patiently waiting for. She's a former NXT Women's Champion, and she makes her way officially onto the main roster. It is Asuka. The question is, what brand will she be on? Will she be on Raw? Will she be on Smackdown? A question we'll have answered later on tonight. Asuka is in action, and she featured at the Women's Royal Rumble. She was a part of that matchup. We haven't seen her since, not even in NXT either, so she's had a bit of time away to rest up and prepare and get herself ready to go for her run on the main roster. She is officially here, and Asuka, it's taken her some time, but she has arrived. Who is ready for Asuka? That is the question. Is anybody ready for her? Well, her opponent tonight is the former women's champion, Becky Lynch. So we're going to find out quickly just how good Asuka is when she takes on one of the absolute best we have in the women's division, Becky Lynch. She's a former women's champion. She had a tremendous season 4, capturing the women's championship in that season. And Becky Lynch has been a true competitor, a wonderful fighter. Now, we get a chance to see her in action tonight. We haven't seen a lot of her in the recent times either. So 2 women trying to get themselves back into the mix. Get a chance here tonight to go one-on-one. What a matchup this could potentially be. Asuka versus Becky Lynch. We're underway here for the women's draft. We'll have draft picks throughout the night. After our matchups, we'll see some picks take place. And as for the first pick, we're not 100% sure what's going to be happening there, who's going to have what, but we'll have that cleared up later on. As right now, Becky Lynch looking pretty good here. Good start here for her. Also tonight, we're going to see the fallout from Payback regarding Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. It was a brutal, vicious attack. It was tough to watch, let's be honest. Roman Reigns physically destroying Sami Zayn at Payback. We're going to have all the fallout from that. Our SmackDown General Manager Edge is here tonight, and he will address the situation. So we're going to find out a medical update regarding Sami Zayn and what's going on with Sami Zayn and his championship victory. And that will take place after this matchup. So that is something I'm certainly eagerly waiting to see. I want to know what's going on. And let's hope Sami Zayn is okay and can compete at the next SmackDown exclusive, the first ever SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, which takes place in about 4 weeks' time. Becky Lynch, good start there of this matchup. As I said, continuing it on here, some good momentum building for her, coming up against Asuka, who, as we said, former NXT Women's Champion, has been very successful in her own right. But she slipped away a little bit before she left NXT, losing the Women's Championship to Ember Moon, and just started to find a couple losses that were a little bit unnecessary for Asuka. She made a few small mistakes, and sometimes, you know, you need to take a bit of a breather, take a step away, rest up and get yourself ready. And Asuka's done that. About 4 or so months off, and she looks as though she's ready to go, but she's getting a big reality check right now. Becky Lynch in control. Well, Becky Lynch, as we said, former women's champion, but sometimes when it comes to WrestleMania season, if you're not in the title hunt, you're really out of the mix, and that's what happened to Becky Lynch. She failed to win the Women's Royal Rumble. She was not in the title picture. So Becky Lynch has had to sit on the sidelines and just watch on. But now, great opportunity for her here tonight to beat Asuka and go on to bigger and better things. We don't know which brand she'll be drafted to either, but obviously with the women's roster being split up, more opportunities being given to the women of the WWE. We do know there will be a new women's championship introduced. Which brand will have it, we don't know just yet. What we do know is Alexa Bliss is the women's champion right now. We don't know if that title will be going Raw or to SmackDown. What we do know is Sasha Banks will be taking on Alexa Bliss tonight in her championship rematch after losing the title at Payback. It's Asuka on the second. Missile drop kick connecting. Lynch goes down. And finally, a bit of offense here for Asuka. Looking to the crowd for a bit of support, and I think she's getting it. The crowd warming up to her here tonight. Happy to see her back in action by the looks of it. Asuka picks up Lynch now, up in the shoulders, driven into the top of the turnbuckle. And sometimes that force of the turnbuckle can really do a number on you. Right there with the scoop slam there by Asuka, looking to continue the momentum building with that elbow drop there as well. And Asuka finally getting herself into the matchup here. A slow start, as we said, but looking to regain her momentum now. Lynch driven to the corner. Asuka now. What's she got planned here? Up with the second. Tornado DDT. And this could be it here for Lynch. There's one. And a kick out at one. Well, Lynch still has plenty left in the tank. Asuka having a good couple of minutes there after having a slow start. But Lynch spinning Asuka off her feet, trying to get herself back into this one. Two great competitors going at it in this matchup here. And as we said, later on tonight, we'll see Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks go to battle for the Women's Championship. That's going to be a big one as well. Two great matchups here tonight, and what we said will be a women's exclusive event. Obviously, we'll see the Smackdown GM Edge involved, but when it comes to the matchups, we're just going to see the women involved here tonight. First time ever here in Universe Mode, as the women's roster is split up, as Asuka stomping away there on Becky Lynch. Counted two now by the referee, and Asuka looking to take advantage of the environment around her outside the ring, with Becky Lynch with a counter. Might be trying to do the same thing herself. Grabs a hold of the arm, and perhaps trying to work on that arm for the disarm her a little bit later on in this matchup. Becky now drives Asuka back in the ring. It's a great matchup for both women. Obviously, Becky a bit out of the hunt in recent times. Asuka has been gone. So both women needing a win to get themselves back in contention for a championship. And this is a great showcase for both of them to see where they're at and who should be given that opportunity in the future. Becky Lynch now, look out, here comes the Backsploiter connecting. Asuka's in trouble here. You don't want to start off with a loss, Asuka. This is going to be crucial. She has to kick out. She does it too. Becky Lynch would love to win here tonight. What a win it would be. Putting Asuka away. A tremendous NXT Women's Champion putting her away in her big comeback matchup. Asuka in trouble. The disarmer is in. Disarmer locked in. Asuka nowhere to go. Lynch worked on the arms a little bit earlier on. Has it done enough? Has the effect of that punishment done enough to make her tap? And clearly not. Asuka still in this one. Becky Lynch releasing the hold. Perhaps losing a bit of her grip there, maybe. Snapman now by Asuka, who's still got a chance. A second chance, second win in this matchup. Asuka, oh, shot to the midsection. Here she comes. Lines up Lynch. Here we go. Asuka connecting there, launching herself onto Becky Lynch, who's down. Lynch is down. She's in a world of hurt right now, but still has enough there to fend off Asuka a second time. Asuka now grabs a hold of Becky, drives her head first. And now Asuka thinking about putting her away. Can she find that Asuka lock? No, Becky Lynch with a counter the elbow. Becky now, here we go. No, counted, went for the Backsploiter. Instead, the cradle. Got her. Asuka gets her. Asuka steals it. Asuka wins. Her big comeback is successful. Becky Lynch lining up Asuka for the Backsploiter. Asuka countered it, found the inside cradle, and kept Lynch down for 3. And she escapes with the win, just when we thought it was going to be over. Asuka pulls out the win. A sign of respect as well between both women. A handshake there. Good to see. Good sportsmanship on display. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the draft. Here we go. Who is going to be the first woman drafted in Smackdown with the first pick? It is Asuka. She's staying right here on Smackdown. joining the Smackdown brand. Our first pick right there. And we'll see another one in a moment's time. Well, who is Raw going to kick off the night with? Who's going to be joining the Raw roster first up? It is going to be another former women's champion, multiple-time women's champion, Naomi, joining the Raw roster. Good pick there for Raw indeed. And let's keep it going. A few more picks. And SmackDown up next. Who will be joining SmackDown alongside Asuka? Carmella. She's been in the title mix in recent weeks. No doubt she'll be a big asset to the SmackDown brand. She could even win her first title on the blue brand. And we'll have one more pick before we get to our other matches of tonight's show. Let's take a look who Raw picks next. Who is going to be joining the red brand? It's going to be Becky Lynch, so the last kicker will not be seeing Asuka again anytime soon. She's heading over to Monday Night Raw. Well, let's keep things going on here tonight. We're going to have Curtis Axel taking on Cesaro in singles action. The B team looking to take down all the newcomers of the tag division. Well, how about the tag team champions? Rhino will take on AJ Styles. Styles, the new US champion, of course. Bray Wyatt versus Rusev one-on-one. And we'll see Akam and Razar, the Authors of Pain, taking on Titus Worldwide. We are on the hunt for the new #1 contenders for the tag team titles. And the main event, we've mentioned this earlier on, Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss for the Women's Championship. That's going to be a big one. Axel versus Cesaro to kick things off. It is one half the tag champ Cesaro with the win. Rhino versus AJ Styles. AJ gets a win over Rhino, just like Ambrose did a couple weeks ago. Rusev gets a win over Bray Wyatt as well. And Titus Worldwide, what an upset there. They get a win over the Authors of Pain. That might just catapult them into title contention. Alright, let's go ahead and move things on here. Our main event will be Bliss versus Sasha Banks. But first, some more draft picks. And we're going to hear from the SmackDown GM Edge as well. Next up, joining SmackDown, it is Bayley. Well, she's had a good impact in a short period of time since coming from NXT. Now she'll find her home on the blue brand. Big chance for her there. Raw's on the clock. Next up, who is going to be joining the Raw brand next? Plenty of women available. Alicia Fox is going to be the next one. Well, can you believe it or not, she is a former women's champion in her own right. Dating back many seasons ago, but she's been there, done that before. She's a veteran. Big get there for Raw. Good chance for her to elevate herself. Here we go. Who's next for SmackDown? Natalya. Speaking of veterans, Natalya, absolutely a veteran. She's been there. She's done it all. And she's going to do it again on SmackDown, perhaps. Raw with another pick. We've got a few more picks before we get to our GM Edge. Who's coming to Raw next? Tamina, another veteran, joining the Raw brand. Tamina yet to win the big prize. Well, she might have a chance to do it on Raw. Big chance for herself to prove herself. That's the beauty of the brand split. More women get a chance to shine. SmackDown, they select Dana Brooke. Well, here we go. Another chance for a woman to step up who hasn't really had many chances. Hasn't been able to capitalize on the ones that have been given. Well, she'll get a few more now that she's on SmackDown. Raw's next. Who will they select? Monday Night Raw. They've got Nikki Bella. Well, Brie Bella's had all the success in the Bella Twins duo. Can Nikki finally capture a women's title here in Universe Mode? She's yet to do it. And SmackDown, one last pick before we catch up with our GM Edge. It's going to be Maurice. Well, Maurice has been managing her husband, The Miz, for a while now, but she's not afraid to get back into the ring and have a go herself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at Payback, we saw the WWE Championship matchup between Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. It was an historic match, a match that if you haven't seen, go ahead, check it out. It is available to watch on its own on the BrendenPlayz YouTube channel, and it was a historic match because Sami Zayn would do the unthinkable. He was beaten, he was battered, he was bruised. He had no chance of winning this match, but somehow the Koji Clutch made Roman Reigns tap. Sami Zayn would do it. He would pull off the ultimate upset. perhaps the biggest upset in Universe Mode history, beating Roman Reigns, capturing the WWE title. So we thought Zayn would win, but Roman Reigns would dismantle Sami Zayn with a vicious, brutal beatdown afterwards, putting him through the barricade and following up with this. Roman Reigns with the Uranagi through the announce table, and that was just a snippet of what he was able to do. Still steps involved, still chairs, spears, Superman punches, you name it. Reigns destroying Sami Zayn. So what is the deal? What is the situation with Sami Zayn? He's not here tonight, but the general manager is. Edge, our general manager of Smackdown, on his way to the ring to clear things up. Well, can we find out? Let's hope that Sami Zayn is okay. Let's hope he can compete. Let's hope that Zayn can defend the title at Extreme Rules in 4 weeks' time. That is the cutoff. If Zayn cannot make that date, if he cannot defend the title on the first Smackdown exclusive pay-per-view, we've been told he will be forced to relinquish the championship. Well, Edge has a medical update for Sami Zayn. Let's hope it's good news. The GM Edge in the building tonight. Let's hope that Sami Zayn is okay. We'll go ahead and check in with our general manager Edge, and let's hope, as I said, the news is good. I'm just going to come right out and say it. What Roman Reigns did to Sami Zayn at Payback was despicable. It was downright disgusting. Roman Reigns lost fair and square. He tapped out in the middle of the ring, and he could not handle the loss. Roman Reigns would snap and destroy Sami Zayn after their match. I do have a medical update regarding Sami Zayn, and unfortunately, it is not good news. Sami Zayn is out. He's going to be out of action for the next 3 months. He's got broken ribs, a bad shoulder, a hurt neck. He's got it all. The injury is not as serious as we thought, but still, it will stop Sami Zayn from competing at the upcoming Extreme Rules pay-per-view and defending the WWE Championship. Sami Zayn is unfortunately out of action, and it is because of the actions of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns ruined the biggest night of Sami Zayn's career. It was unfair, it was unwarranted, and unnecessary. Roman Reigns would have had a guaranteed opportunity for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules. He would have had an Extreme Rules match against Sami Zayn and a chance to prove himself once again. But Roman Reigns took the cheap way out. Roman Reigns decided to take Sami Zayn out. So because of Roman Reigns' actions, we need to find a new WWE Championship. And I feel as though it's in the best interest that we vacate the WWE Championship from Sami Zayn and we start a tournament that will commence next week and culminate at Extreme Rules. But because of Roman Reigns' actions, I cannot justify him being in that tournament. I believe Roman Reigns needs to be suspended for the same amount of time that Sami Zayn has been injured for. Roman Reigns does not deserve to be in that tournament. Well, we've just heard the unfortunate news. Sami Zayn is out. He will have to vacate the title. He's been injured, and Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, is here. I'm not sure why, but Edge was in the process of making the announcement of what is going to happen, and McMahon is here. Let's find out why. No, Edge. I'm sorry, but I have to overrule you on this one. In fact, before we get into the Sami Zayn issue, I've got a few issues of my own I want to address with you now that I'm out here. First of all, Edge, your bias towards Roman Reigns is ridiculous. It's out of hand. It's not professional. In fact, Edge, a lot of things you've been doing around here isn't right. In fact, where's your big star? Where's your man? Where is Seth Rollins? I have yet to see him here on SmackDown. I see him more on Monday Night Raw. He's not meant to be on Raw anymore. He's meant to be here on SmackDown, but yet you can't get it done. You can't bring him here. Furthermore, Edge, attendances are down, ratings are down, things are getting out of hand. Enough is enough, and it is time for a change, Edge. I am less than impressed with your recent performances, so much so that I am putting you under a performance review. If you do not pass this performance review, then I will have no choice but to find another general manager that can run this show properly. You've had a great run as GM so far, but I feel as though your time could be coming to an end unless things change. And because of your incompetence, Edge, I've gone ahead and made the tough decision, an easy one tonight. Alexa Bliss is the women's champion of the WWE, and many people want to know which brand will she be going to. Well, because of your recent failures, I'm putting her on Raw, and she's taking the women's championship to Monday Night Raw, and you will have no choice and no say in it whatsoever. Bliss is on Raw. Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. Now let's talk about Sami Zayn. Your big pay-per-view, your big chance to shine is in 4 weeks' time at Extreme Rules. This is your chance to prove that Smackdown is the superior brand by having the best pay-per-view of all time. Yet your champion is out. Your champion is going to be sitting at home doing nothing, and you're going to have a tournament to find out who is your new champion? No. We need a champion right now. We need a star to headline this pay-per-view right now. We cannot afford to have this title vacated, Edge. Something needs to be done, and I'm going to step in and make sure that something is done about it. Roman Reigns will not be suspended, and if Sami Zayn cannot compete at Extreme Rules, then so be it. I am officially overturning the Payback decision, and I am giving Roman Reigns the WWE Championship back and reinstating him as the champion. Sami Zayn has never won the WWE Championship, as the record books will now show, and that match, the result has been changed. Roman Reigns is still the WWE Champion. What? You've got to be kidding me. Roman Reigns will main event Extreme Rules, so don't worry about finding a new champion, Edge. Worry about finding a new challenger for Roman Reigns, and that's final. Well, I'll be damned. Now I have seen it all. Roman Reigns is still the champion. Despite the fact that he tapped out, despite the fact that he lost, Vince McMahon has reinstated Reigns as champion. The guy injures Sami Zayn and gets rewarded for it. It's a joke, honestly. Well, we've got to keep moving along here, ladies and gentlemen. We have another drop pick. Raw, we now know Alexa Bliss is the champion of Monday Night Raw, and Brie Bella will be joining the Raw brand with her. She'll be joining her sister Nikki as well on the Raw brand. Alexa Bliss, we've found out that she's on Raw just because of Edge's, well, struggles in the last few weeks to sort things out regarding Seth Rollins. He's had some bad attendances and ratings in recent times as well. Things aren't going his way. Smackdown, though, will get Lana joining the brand. Lana hoping to get in the ring for some in-ring action in the near future. She'll be joining, of course, Rusev, who she's been supporting for a long period of time now as his manager. Raw's on next. Who have they got? Mickie James, the veteran Mickie James, joining Raw. She's had some success in recent times, almost getting a title shot around the Elimination Chamber time. Well, can she fight back here and climb by the ranks of Monday Night Raw? Smackdown, they're up next. We've got a few more picks after this one as well. Who have they got coming in? It's going to be Nia Jax, the former women's champion, multiple-time NXT women's champion as well. Nia Jax, she competed at Payback for the women's championship in a triple threat match in a losing effort. That's a big get for SmackDown. One of the top women's stars right now joining the blue brand. That will hopefully give Edge a small little smile after what has been a disastrous night. Ruby Riott from NXT. She's coming to Monday Night Raw. Well, there you go. Some NXT women joining the main roster here. Ruby Riott. Big get there for Monday Night Raw. One more pick for SmackDown before we get to our main event. And it's gonna be former women's champion Paige joining the SmackDown roster. Big get there for SmackDown as well. Despite having some health concerns, Paige, if she's fit, she'll be a great asset to the blue brand. Time for our main event. We now know Alexa Bliss is going to Raw. She's been drafted to Raw, well, handpicked by Vince McMahon himself to go to Raw as a punishment to Edge. Edge misses out on the champion going to Raw, but he's got one last chance because if Sasha Banks wins the championship here tonight and is drafted to SmackDown, well, SmackDown will have the last laugh, won't they? They'll get the champion instead, and Raw will have to introduce a new championship. And, well, how they'll do that remains to be seen. Edge was pretty keen on doing a tournament for the WWE Championship if it was going to be vacated. Perhaps he's thinking a tournament as well for the Women's Championship on Smackdown if he cannot acquire Sasha Banks and the Women's Championship, if, of course, she does win. Here comes Alexa Bliss, 5 Feet of Fury, and she had a tremendous win at Payback. Triple threat action. She was able to pin Nia Jax, surprised us all, but she snuck in. You know, that's the beauty of a triple threat matchup. You take advantage of your opportunities, and Alexa Bliss sure as heck did. She's now the Women's Champion for the first time in her career. Sasha Banks has been champion before on multiple occasions, and we don't know where Sasha Banks is going yet, but we do know Bliss is heading to Raw. What a rough night for Edge. He was criticized about the fact that Seth Rollins was competing at Payback for the Raw brand rather than SmackDown, because that's, of course, where Rollins is a part. He's on SmackDown. We haven't even seen Rollins yet, not even here tonight. It's some fair criticism by the owner of the WWE, Vince McMahon. I mean, I got to agree with him. You know, what's going on? Why hasn't Edge been able to secure Rollins here on SmackDown for at least an appearance? You know, what's the deal? And our GM Edge is under a bit of fire because his big idea was to have the title vacated and not have a champion for Extreme Rules and have the championship decided there. Whilst that would be a very exciting opportunity, but have a brand new champion on that night, Vince McMahon not interested whatsoever, would rather have Roman Reigns reinstated as the champion, which is a joke, and then have the title vacated. So the record books will show that Roman Reigns never lost the championship. The reign continues. The man gets rewarded for injuring and brutally assaulting a member of the roster. It's a joke. It's honestly a joke, but what the boss says is what goes. Edge can't overrule him. Vince McMahon made the call, and he wants to make sure Extreme Rules has a champion and a marquee name to main event that big pay-per-view, which of course will be the first brand exclusive pay-per-view for SmackDown. You can understand McMahon's concerns there and wanting to make sure that Extreme Rules was as good as it possibly could be, but it's a bit harsh on Edge to overrule him there. And, well, Roman Reigns was going to be suspended until Sami Zayn returned. That was Edge's big idea, and I suppose the fact that Edge and the history he's had with Roman Reigns maybe sparked that length of time. And Sami Zayn could be out for 3+ months. He could be out for 6 months for all we know. Roman Reigns could have been suspended for 6 months. That's a long suspension. Edge was willing to do it, but it's been overruled. Reigns will be back next week on SmackDown as the WWE Champion. It's ridiculous, but it's happened. Now, let's focus on the women's matchup here. And we've got a big main event here for you. Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks losing the title at Payback, not involved in the decision. Wants to win that title back here tonight against Alexa Bliss. Heading to Raw. Sasha could be going to Raw with her or staying right here on SmackDown. As Alexa Bliss, no, instead drags down Sasha Banks, who's not happy about that. Unfortunately, she was caught in that situation, and she's not too happy about it. Alexa Bliss telling this crowd where to go, doesn't care about their opinion. And some mixed feelings about Alexa Bliss's championship victory. Many of the WWE Universe fans wanted to see Sasha Banks win, or even Nia Jax win it, rather than Alexa Bliss. Not exactly thrilled with her antics over the last number of months, getting herself involved in matchups where she does not belong and trying to dictate the terms of the women's division over the last few months. She's finally gained the championship, but will it be over before it really begins? As Sasha Banks inverted tornado DDT, nicely executed there, as Sasha Banks follows it up with a drop kick right into the back there of Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks looks pretty good so far. Well, you have to believe Sasha Banks comes into this one pretty frustrated about the loss. Oh, Bliss coming after Sasha there, running after her, taking her down. You have to believe that, obviously, Sasha Banks will be pretty annoyed that she lost because she wasn't getting very good over the last number of months. And unfortunately, she lost in a triple threat scenario. Alexa Bliss kicking Sasha Banks a little bit low, causing the breakup of that attempted neck breaker. Now Alexa going for a big DDT, finds it. spikes the head of Sasha Banks, and she could be about to retain that title right here. Sasha now dragged towards the middle of the ring. Bliss going to go for the cover here, hooks the leg. There's 1, 2, no, the shoulder's up. But Bliss used that DDT to beat Nia Jax at Payback. And Twisted Bliss is normally the move she goes for to win her matchups there, but tried her luck there, tried to beat Sasha Banks with the DDT. Not playing all her cards just yet. Right now, Alexa grabs a hold of Sasha Banks and just forces her straight back down. Alexa Bliss showing some aggression here. Sasha now into the corner. Bliss going to follow it up. What can she produce? Going to drive Sasha into the other corner. Here comes Bliss. Double knees. Oh, Sasha lands back on her feet. Nice athleticism there by Sasha Banks and double knees of her own. And this time, Bliss goes down. Multiple-time women's champion Sasha Banks looking to win back that title again. She's been one of the great women's champions in Universe Mode history. Can she do it again tonight? A stomp onto the arm. Sasha Banks deserves a chance to win back this title tonight. Can she make the most of it before the brand split? Because this could be her last chance to face Alexa Bliss for quite some time. Bliss going to Raw. Banks undrafted, but we'll find out after this matchup where she's going. Will she be going to Raw with Bliss or to Smackdown? We'll find out. And an elbow right to the midsection of Sasha. And oh, Alexa Bliss with the draw breaker by Sasha Banks. Here we go. Head scissor takedown. Nicely executed again there by Sasha Banks. And no surprise that she's looking very good here tonight, considering the run of form she's had heading into WrestleMania season and beyond. Sasha Banks won the women's title at Elimination Chamber, upsetting Nia Jax on that occasion. None of us really expected Sasha Banks to win that one, but she was able to crawl her way into the title picture and take the win with that neckbreaker, pinning Nia Jax. And just when Sasha Banks was perhaps going to lose the title to Nia Jax in a rematch, Alexa Bliss got herself involved, distracting Nia Jax, enabling Sasha Banks to beat Nia Jax and hang on to the title. And at WrestleMania, well, we didn't even get a contest. It was going to be Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks one-on-one. Nia Jax got herself involved, and the match never happened. Well, it happened, but we never found a result, I should say. Alexa Bliss and Sasha both taking each other down. Sasha trying to pick up Alexa Bliss. Missed out, though, with a knee instead by Alexa, and suplex down. Close battle between the two right now. Alexa getting booed out of the building by the crowd at the moment. And she picks up Sasha Banks, who's certainly more favored in this one. Bliss now. Here we go. Flips through. Lands down right on her back and neck area does Sasha Banks. She's in some trouble right now. A bad predicament to be in as Alexa Bliss lines her up. Shot to the midsection. She's going for that DDT again. Head first into the mat. Sasha Banks down. The hook of the leg again. The referee in position. 2. She's got it. No. Oh, she nearly had her beat there. Nearly retained the title. This is a chance for Bliss to prove that she's not a paper champion, that she deserves the accolade. She deserves to be champion. Sasha now. Not a DDT, instead it's a neck breaker, but again, Alexa with a counter. And a neck breaker of her own. Swinging variation this time. Nicely executed there by Alexa Bliss. Bliss going to drag Sasha again towards the middle. Knees. Going to flip through here. Finds the knees again. Great combination. Now picks up Sasha Banks. Going for the DDT again. Missed out, but found the Enziguri instead. Not a bad alternative. Sasha Banks still down. Alexa drags her towards the ropes. Don't think she's going to cheat here. Alexa Bliss, she's going to try and cheat. Cover. Oh. Using the ropes as extra leverage. Trying to find a way to win. She's getting a little bit desperate maybe. Sasha Banks able to kick out though and keep this one alive. Sasha. Here we go. What she got planned? Oh! Back suplex there. There's a lot of effort just to get to the suplex, but it worked nonetheless. Sasha now. Third time's lucky. Finds it. Finds the neck breaker. But she's running out of steam. Needs to take a bit of a breather here. but she's got Alexa Bliss beat. Maybe she wants to get some, her breath back to prepare for the bank statement. A move that she found multiple times at Payback, but too close to the ropes. This time she's got it locked in, and Bliss, her foot is close to the ropes. Referee calls it. Again, Sasha makes a crucial error. Oh, that could have been it right there, but Bliss, despite being small in size, she was still able to find the ropes. Splash there by Sasha. Hooks the leg. There's two, and the shoulders up. Sasha Banks thought maybe that was going to be it. The bank statement, that's what she needs. But she keeps on applying it in the wrong part of the ring. Small mistakes like that cost you championships, as we found out at Payback. And it might be about to happen again here on Smackdown. Alexa. Wait a second. She's caught by Sasha head first. She gets sent down there by Sasha Banks. Great reversal. Now, Banks stomping away right to the chest of Alexa Bliss. Banks is still in it. Bliss is looking good, but things are pretty tight right now. Another swinging neck breaker. Slow and steady, but she got it effectively. Now, shot to midsection again. Grabs those arms, looking to find the neck breaker. She does. Sasha Banks could win this one now, but she's out of gas. Sasha Banks is struggling. She's got to find the bank statement in the middle of the ring this time. Right hand, going for it. Backstabber. Bliss close to the ropes again. Oh, she's made another crucial error. She had the match won, but she just had to find it in the middle of the ring. What a mistake. It could cost her the title. Bliss taken down. Sasha Banks there, flipping her through with a sunset flip. Now the knees. Finds it again. Sasha was well and truly in this match, but now she could be out of it in a blink of an eye. Bliss taunting the crowd, letting them all know that it's coming to an end. She's going up top. Twisted Bliss. Alexa could win this one here. The cover. Hooks the leg. There's two. She's got it done. Bliss heads to Raw. Still the women's champion. Defending the title for the very first time here on Smackdown. And I would say for the very last time here on Smackdown, because that championship is going to Raw. Bliss is going there. Sasha, we don't know yet, but Alexa Bliss is successful tonight. Sasha, she had the match won 2 times with a bank statement, but Bliss was too close to the ropes. Reached her boot out, found it, and barely scraped through this one and survived. Well, she'll tell you that she won this one easily in the end, but it truly was a fight. It truly was a hard struggle. But Alexa Bliss still is the women's champion. Alexa Bliss is Raw's big get. They've got the title, they've got Alexa, but who else is heading to Raw? Who else is heading to SmackDown? Let's head over to the draft right now and find out. Well, I'll have 2 picks in a row here for SmackDown. Let's find out who the final 2 picks are for the blue brand. They are going to have Ember Moon. She's coming to SmackDown. She just recently lost the NXT Women's Championship, and now she will join the SmackDown brand. Well, Edge has had a rough night, as we said, but that has got to bring him a smile. That's a great get for SmackDown. Who's going to be joining Ember Moon? It is Charlotte! Perhaps the greatest women's champion in Universe Mode history. She is joining SmackDown. We've got 1 pick left. It's for Monday Night Raw. And if you've been keeping score tonight, you might know who this is going to be. It's Sasha Banks. So we haven't seen the last of Banks and Bliss just yet. Sasha is heading to Raw to join Alexa Bliss and many, many more. That is the women's draft. We'll have a full recap in another video for you coming up in the next day or so. It was a big night of SmackDown action, and it was a big night for Roman Reigns, who got his championship back. I still cannot believe it. ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the Women's Draft. First time ever in the series. We've got Extreme Rules coming away in about 4 weeks' time. NXT TakeOver in about 3 weeks' time. There's going to be some big weeks of Universe Mode action coming up. The Slammy Awards, well, we're hoping to have all the voting available for you tomorrow. It'll be available on BrendenPlayz.com. So don't miss that. We'll have a video for you separately to let you guys know when that's taking place. So lots to look forward to for Universe Mode. Do not miss it in the final few pay-per-views for WWE 2k18. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on it, subscribe to see more. Let's try and get 5 likes for the 5 women on the screen there for this video. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I do upload a video. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz for more updates and sneak peeks of what to expect for Universe Mode episodes coming up in the near future. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.